Hey, it's Adam Grant from Work Life, a podcast from TED. This episode is brought to you by Freshworks. Freshworks believes that complexity is the enemy of efficiency. So stop wrestling with bloated, expensive service software that takes forever to implement and update, where ROI is someday, not today. You've been overcharged and underserved for way too long. Uncomplicate with Freshservice for IT and Freshdesk for customer support. And with Freshworks AI-assisted service software, you'll work smarter, not harder. Freshworks uncomplicates. Learn more at freshworks.com.
On today's Smart 7, the first volume of the Post Office report is published, Trump loses patience with Putin, and much more. It's Wednesday, 9th of July, it's National Dimples Day, and happy birthday, Tom Hanks.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
Tuesday saw the first volume of the report into the Post Office Horizon IT scandal published. The report, which is 162 pages long, looks at the disastrous human impact the scandal had on the post office operators who were blamed for shortfalls caused by faulty software. Sir Win Williams, the retired judge who chaired the inquiry, said that it is crucial that the government take urgent action to deliver full and fair compensation.
The picture which has emerged is profoundly disturbing. Many thousands of people have suffered serious financial detriment. Many people have inevitably suffered emotional turmoil and significant stress in consequence.
His report also found that at least 13 people had killed themselves as a result of the scandal and that it had a disastrous human impact on thousands more. He also recommended that those affected should be offered free legal advice to help assess their claims. Jo Hamilton is a former sub-postmistress and now an OBE, and she says the delays in providing compensation cannot go on.
I cannot believe the length of time this whole process takes. I think it's 350 people are dead now that have been part of this mess, and 100 people from the GLO group that have passed away before getting redress, and it's just wicked.
French President Emmanuel Macron arrived in Britain on Tuesday for the first official state visit of a European leader since Brexit. He got the full red carpet treatment, including a state visit with the King at Windsor Castle and a state banquet on Tuesday night. King Charles spoke in both English and French and was at pains to emphasise the historic bonds between the two nations and the importance of working together on issues like migration and Ukraine. Macron, in his parliamentary address, was also focused on Russia's increasingly brutal attacks on Kyiv.
Because every time Vladimir Putin's Russia advances in Ukraine, the threat moves closer to us all. We will never accept the theory that might is right. This is why together, the Europeans will never abandon Ukraine. Never.
The latest wave of Russian attacks and the cancellation and then reinstatement of US arms shipments to Ukraine has left the world confused as to where US President Trump stands on the conflict. However, after his latest call with Putin, it sounded like his view has begun to shift.
We get a lot of bullshit thrown at us by Putin, for you want to know the truth. He's very nice all the time, but it turns out to be meaningless.
A new report on childhood poverty has described children living in almost Dickensian levels of poverty and sparked fresh calls for the urgent scrapping of the two-child benefit cap. Dame Rachel D'Souza is the Children's Commissioner, and she says she's increasingly alarmed about the level of hardship that children are facing. The report describes children not having enough water to shower, mouldy bedrooms, and even rats biting through walls. Worst of all, she says it's forcing children to deal with adult issues and giving them worryingly low expectations of what they should be entitled to.
I was shocked. I have always just tried to really not be someone who's kept this and just listen to children. And over 4 years, it really has got a lot worse.
Tuesday saw a public inquiry get underway into the murder of 3 young girls in Southport in July 2024. The murders shocked the nation as Axel Ruda Cabana burst into a Taylor Swift-themed dance class and stabbed multiple children and 2 adults, killing a 9-year-old, a 6-year-old and a 7-year-old. He's since been jailed for at least 52 years, but the purpose of the inquiry under Sir Adrian Fulford is to examine how what was described as Ruda Cabana's deteriorating and deeply troubling behaviour was handled by public bodies. The inquiry began with a moment's silence and a reminder of Prime Minister Keir Starmer's words that Southport must be a line in the sand, and Sir Adrian reiterated that nothing is off the table in this inquiry.
However hard we try, Ordinary language simply fails to reflect the enormity of what he did, and I'm not going to try and then fail to find them.
Still to come on today's Smart 7, in association with Metro, Cameron Norrie gets knocked out and we head to Yosemite in search of a mystery. Right after this.
Ready to level up your everyday? Quince makes premium essentials without the premium price tag. From quality clothing and stylish accessories to travel staples and high-end home goods, Quince has it all. And by partnering directly with top artisans and ethical factories, Quince delivers high quality at half the cost of similar brands. Shop elevated essentials without the markup at Quince. Go to quince.com/levelup for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/levelup.
Welcome back.
Tuesday saw day one of quarter-final action at Wimbledon, and there wasn't much in the way of surprises. Carlos Alcaraz took on the last remaining Brit, Cameron Norrie, but he was pretty much unstoppable, and the Spaniard won in 3 sets. Taylor Fritz will face him next after he beat the Russian Karen Khachanov. On the women's side, American Amanda Anisimova beat Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova, while world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka struggled in the first set, but recovered to beat Germany's Laura Siegemund. Sabalenka said it had been a tough game.
She's really making everyone work against her, and going into the match against her, you know that you have to work for every point. And honestly, I was just trying to focus on myself and make sure I don't give her that energy, that I didn't want her to see that I was annoyed or anything by her, even if I was a little bit at some points, but...
If you're trying to decide whether or not you're going to go and see the new Superman movie from James Gunn's rebooted DC universe, the reviews may not help. The movie seems to have divided critics, with one describing it as utterly charmless, while another says it's a comic book action adventure with a warm human heart. Rotten Tomatoes seems pretty positive so far, and ultimately the box office will decide how many more episodes of David Corenswet as Superman we're going to see. Nicholas Hoult plays legendary Superman villain Lex Luthor in the movie, but he wasn't happy with the Man of Steel claiming that Hoult was the biggest diva on set.
David said it was me?
Yeah, you're the diva, you
Of
said.
course he's going to say that. He's spreading misinformation. He's trying to make people hate me. He's jealous.
You know, it's his birthday this week. Do you have a special gift for him at all?
The movie coming out. That's my gift to him.
If you've had enough of Yellowstone, maybe it's time to consider Yosemite. It's another of America's famous national parks. This is the one where Yogi Bear used to hang out, and now the backdrop for a new Netflix murder mystery show. It's called Untamed, and sees former Incredible Hulk Eric Bana playing a Park Service special agent as he teams up with a new ranger played by Lily Santiago. They're trying to solve the mystery of a murder in the park. The first episodes drop on Netflix on July 17th.
You're in this somehow. I'm gonna find out. You have to stop beating yourself to death with memories.
I have to tell you something. It may change everything.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes and we'll give you the world.
Ready to level up your everyday? Quince makes premium essentials without the premium price tag. From quality clothing and stylish accessories to travel staples and high-end home goods, Quince has it all. And by partnering directly with top artisans and ethical factories, Quince delivers high quality at half the cost of similar brands. Shop elevated essentials without the markup at Quince. Go to quince.com/levelup for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/levelup.